You're in Kent. In some ways, you're on the front line when it comes to this. I'm sure. What are you thinking when it comes to Rishi Sunak's plan? Do you think he's got the bottle? Do you think he can get this plan through?
I think that he's confident that he can do it. Now, that will only take him so far. What you need now is for the Home Secretary to come out and lay out her plans for how the Home Office is going to enact the plans that Rishi Sunak has put out there. Because it's one thing at the moment to have a set of promises and a will to do it, and quite another when it comes to actually doing it. So I believe that the Prime Minister does have that. He has it in his mind that he needs to get this sorted before any elections come around. But we really need the Home Secretary now to push through legislation which gives us those removal agreements with other countries. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere.
No. Benjamin, that's a good point, isn't it, actually? So the Home Secretary's boss essentially has stood up and announced all these things that she's then going to have to fulfil. Otherwise, presumably, Rishi Sunak will knock on her door or indeed lay the blame at her feet.
Yeah, I think it's, giving her a bit of a difficult task, really, to sort of pass the buck to her, suggesting that it's her job to deal with it when she's not being given the proper support. And also, the government are currently preparing to deal with an influx of even more Channel migrants over the next year or 2 years. For example, there are about 440 hotels across the country at the moment currently housing migrants, but there's another 200 and something being lined up to house these migrants. Well, if you're planning to get a grip on the issue and start deporting people who have no right to be here and prevent the boats from crossing in the first place, why do you need another 200 hotels lined up? Why do you need a contract with people like Serco, which lasts for the next few years to deal with these things? If you really want to get a grip on it, then why are you preparing for it to continue to increase? And I think the real things that need to be done, like getting out of ECHR, like dealing with the Human Rights Act, which prevents us from doing a lot of things, like deporting people, like dealing with the loopholes in the asylum system, and the massive backlog. Unless they start getting to grip with those things, I don't think they're going to solve the issue, and I think it's all talk at the moment.